small. Wow, tiny.
You are currently listening to Tiny Table,
where we explore TTRPGs you might not have heard of.
Whether big or small, we hope to cover them all.
Because we know that great things can come in tiny packages.
It is always watching.
Welcome to Tiny Table, everyone, where no game is too small. From rules to rolling to review, we teach RPGs so you can play too. Introduce yourselves, my intrepid investigators. I want to know what your favorite Halloween candy is.
Yes. So hi, I'm Holly. I don't know I said it that way.
Hi, Holly.
I guess my favorite Halloween candy, you know, I don't know if it's my favorite candy, but it's one that I associate so strongly with Halloween, and it's Crunch Bars.
Just like the little guys?
Yeah.
Yeah. You get like those single Hershey-sized squares worth of a Crunch Bar.
And sometimes you get the big ones, and it's like, yes. I just really associate that with a suburban Halloween.
Hi, my name is Skylar, and on a similar note, I'm going to answer this by saying two different answers. My favorite actual candy, sort of regardless of season, is probably Reese's. So I like the small Reese's that you get during Halloween, but I really like the fucking like pumpkin-shaped motherfuckers, you know, the guys that just like have all the peanut butter on the inside. But I think the candy that makes me
As opposed to the other Reese's that have the peanut butter on the outside.
They have extra, like the chocolate thinning is like smaller on like the shaped ones if it's shaped like a Christmas tree or a ghost. The ratio is so much more in favor of peanut butter when it comes to like the seasonal ones, and that's way better. They're way better than regular Reese's. But the candy that makes me think the most of Halloween is probably those little boxes of like Whoppers that you get.
Wow.
You know,
That was my second answer.
yeah, that's just like very evocative of the season for me.
Yes, you're correct.
I love it.
Hi, I'm Neo, and my favorite Halloween candy is actually candy corn. I like it.
Okay.
I like it.
Classic.
I'm not trying to yuck your yum.
Yeah.
It's classic.
No, I know they're kind of gross. I kind of like it.
I can have
I
like
love that.
3.
It's my dedication to Homestuck. I just can't not like candy corn.
I like candy corn.
Hell yeah.
Is that a big part of Homestuck?
Learn the
Everything is
lore.
at least some amount in Homestuck. And I am, have been, and will continue to be your keeper of occult lore, Julian. And Holly, you and I have the same favorite Halloween candy, Crunch Bars.
Wow.
And we are akin in that it is not necessarily our favorite candy overall, but on Halloween, and I don't know what it is, but a Crunch Bar individually wrapped, ooh, baby.
Ooh. Quick nomination for specifically the Halloween Haribo mini gummy packs, where they're shaped like little bats and skeletons.
Oh,
Those are so
fun.
good.
Those are
classic.
that's probably the better candy, but I am a Homestuck.
Candy corn's more iconic.
Yeah. My love of Crunch Bars is founded in a night of trick-or-treating where I think this was the first night of trick-or-treating where I was old enough to be the sole supervision for me and my younger sibling, and like parents didn't need to go with us, right? As we went around the neighborhood. And we went around pretty long and pretty late, and we had done a pretty big circuit. By the end of the circuit, we were coming, of course, to our own next door neighbor, but the next door neighbor on the opposite side of the circuit we had, started. Like if they were first counterclockwise, we went clockwise.
Yeah.
And because it was near the end of the night and we were probably the last kids who were gonna hit up her spot, the kindly old lady next door was like, "Oh, you kids are so nice," and I've been like breaking off individual pieces of these big bars that I got and just handing them out.
What?
But right?
How do you do that? There's no like wrapping for the pieces,
Yeah,
right?
she had like a little thing of
hand
tissue.
feed them.
She had a little thing of tissue paper, and she would like snap off a little and hand it out. I think she had like gotten some candy, realized like, oh shoot, I got like several big bars instead of a bazillion individually wrapped little bars. How I gotta spin this?
Whatever, it's
I
the
got
early
away.
2000s, people are less cautious.
Yeah, and we were like last kids on the block, and she was like, well, we're probably done now, so I've got I've got 2 whole Crunch Bars left, and just gave each of us one massive Crunch Bar, and we were like jackpot. Holy shit. We got to leave this lady for last every year.
Every year.
Never worked again because she next year had individually wrapped candies.
But
That's so
still, what
funny.
a good
Solution
memory.
was no longer there.
I grew up on a really small, like, private lane that was right across from a huge development. Private lane makes it seem like it's fancy. It was not. It just was small and not recognized by the township. But that meant that there was only, like, max 4 families of kids on a, like, maybe 18 house. But that meant that I brought a pillowcase, handfuls of candy everywhere we went, rather than like the pick 2. So I was always stacked. It was great.
Fantastic.
When I was less a kid and more so in like high school, I was kind of out of the age of trick-or-treating, but I remember I went back specifically 1 year because I learned from my younger sibling, who was still trick-or-treating at the time, that one of the houses gave out full-size candy bars. And so I went out as, you know, I considered I was like 16 at the time, like too old for trick-or-treating, quote unquote, but I wanted that full-size candy bar, and I put on...
It's sheer value.
Yeah, just sheer value. It's free candy. It's literally free. It's free real estate, so I put on like a half-ass costume and got myself a full-size Butterfinger, and then went back to playing like Smite with my friends. And it was great.
Funny.
Love it. So, we're returning to Call of Cthulhu. Famously kid-friendly and super nice about everything this system and these adventures are. We're
Cthulhu
rejoining...
gives out full-size candy bars because they're still infinitely small and meaningless in the grand scheme compared to the mini one.
He doesn't even know how generous he's being.
I know.
The mad flautist has encouraged him to do so. So our heroes are in a bit of a pickle, inasmuch as it seems that legitimate modes of removing Larry Crosswell from the clutches of the Danvers State Asylum have dried up pretty severely. They've drawn the attention of the asylum. It's seeming quite likely that some degree of cover has been blown, as Doc was seen fraternizing with rat food and presumably would have been with Large Marge had the orderlies not appeared. And a severe amount of social pressure was applied to our investigators before they managed to slip away from the state grounds. A slip away that even featured one strange and seemingly dangerous jerk of the wheel as they drove away. From there, our heroes split up, 2 for research and 1 for surveillance, trying to learn more about what they could about the history of the Danvers Asylum, what could be done on the legal side of things, and maybe a little preparation for some more illegal approaches to freeing their friend and family member. In particular, one of you, Doc, noticed you were being pursued, surveilled in the library by one of the nurses. After a truly astounding pair of 0-0 fumbles into 0-1 crits, Doc had entered a situation where the nurse was getting ready to spill his guts, seemingly, about what was really going on, only for a water pipe to rupture, exploding and nearly killing him, save for the incredible, God-given reflexes of good old Doc, who pulled him to his safety and learned, we gotta get out of town. As they rush to the car that Large Marge has not reconnoitered at yet, due to a strange happening and an additional strange phone call that left her unnerved for several additional minutes before the rendezvous. We'll see the full situation of this rendezvous once we've added one more piece to this puzzle. Let's see what Rat Food is able to learn up on the hill. So, Skylar, what is Rat Food's approach heading up the hill and surveilling around? I think initially I'm just going to want a stealth roll because
Yeah, absolutely.
staying out of sight is going to be critical for all this. You're weaving your way through and around the trees as you're investigating the wall that circumscribes the asylum.
Okay, just before we get to that, I had this idea, and I think Rat Food, seeing how freaky everything is getting, digs through her nasty-ass garbage clothes and finds, like, balls of yarn or thread and she wants to tie one end to a tree near the car and then slowly unspool it as she's like sneaking around, so that way she can like follow the thread back to the car in case some weird freak shit happens.
Wait, just pause.
I think that's really smart.
But also, I just need the visuals. The car that is in the town, you are bringing that all the way up the long hill?
Do you have the world's largest ball of yarn?
I'm not trying to
Maybe I have like, you know,
I'm not
one
trying
or
to disparage
two.
it. I just need in my head.
Yeah, because the car is still in town. You're not driving it up the hill.
Okay,
You
then
don't
maybe,
have a driver's license.
Then maybe I tie it off to a point that's outside of the facility, depending on how far it is. But like maybe where that like freak accident happened in Rat Food's head, they're like, all right, so this is like the perimeter where freak shit starts. So I'm gonna tie it outside the perimeter, and I'm just gonna, you know, if it cheeses, it pleases. I'm gonna sneak my way up and get around these trees and have like a guaranteed safety spool back to the outside.
Okay.
Thank you for clarifying. I just needed to know if you were literally leaving a
Pulling,
red
like,
line.
pushing,
Miles up the hill.
And also back to our meeting spot.
pushing a giant like red ball of yarn like up a hill.
Hey, you know what they say about rat food? Big balls.
I'm sorry, but I do need to look up how long an average like ball of yarn
Run the
total
numbers.
length. How long is a ball of yarn?
You can always tell when the recording's getting a little late. I don't know what year.
Like, I also too enjoy the myth of the Minotaur and the
Yeah,
spool
I
of
was like,
thread.
I don't know. You like breadcrumbs or something. Like I want to make sure that if I have to like book it out of here, I'm not suddenly getting narrated into being lost in the middle of the trees and I get got.
Was it
I
too
want
boring
a
to play
luck-
Moneypenny? Was it too boring for you to play Moneypenny?
I want a luck roll from you.
Luck roll. Okay,
I want
that's
to see what kind of yarn you've got.
okay.
I've looked up the lengths of the different styles of yarn and how they're normally packaged usually.
Fantastic.
Right, don't fuck me. Damn, that's a 60 over 45.
You have got kind of like standard bulky yarn. This is
Yeah.
not yarn that would be used to handle fine tasks, but is very high in durability. The issue there being that it gives up in length. So you've only got 100 meters of yarn to work with, so 300 feet. Not really enough to
Okay.
circumnavigate much of the facility.
Okay, they'll use that 300 feet to go as close to the perimeter to as close to the entrance
I mean,
as
if
they
you
can.
wanted, you could also snip off pieces of that and then tie those to branches and stuff, and that you could get a lot more than 100 meters of coverage from that if you don't need it to literally be a completely contiguous line.
You just tie off some like markers.
Yeah,
on the
that's
tree.
think of each
smart.
tie like a breadcrumb.
Yeah, that's smart. She'll snip it and place little like red bows on like certain trees, like going up. Like, oh, this is a good one. Oh,
Breadcrumb
you look pretty.
Yeah. I'll say that you need like 6 inches of string to get it knotted around like the average bit of branch or bark that you've got available to tie off on. So that gives you 600 like increments to work with. How far apart are you like putting them?
The closer, probably the better. Close enough that I could clearly see from one point, if I have like a tree with a little knot on it, I can look and immediately spot the next one and walk over to that, and from that see the next one like reasonably. I want it to where they're all within eyesight of one another once I get to
Okay.
one tree.
The trees are relatively tightly packed, so I am going to say that, you're putting them every 3 to 4 trees, so you're putting them about every 30 feet or so.
Yeah, Rat Food's willing to sacrifice on length of this overall rope for visibility. Just does not want to get lost.
Yeah, probably more like 20 feet then. So you could get a little over 2 miles of total foot coverage with that system.
That's good enough.
That's
I
good.
think.
That feels decent.
Yeah.
It's not as reliable as a single strand, but if you're thorough, it'll slow you down a decent chunk, but you'll have a reliable breadcrumb trail.
Yeah, excellent.
I like
excellent.
it.
She feels great with that.
I think that's smart. I'll keep that in mind as we do your stealth roll.
Lovely. So with that, we'll actually move on to the stealth. Wow, that is so bad.
Oh no!
Oh no!
That is
Oh my god!
a
That's
99.
99.
Let's see. So I'd have to use like 24 luck.
Or you could push it.
Oh.
I could push it. Oh yeah, I get to roll again.
Push it for a reroll, but it's worse if you fail again.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we've done the push it system that much. I think
Yeah.
I think this is the time.
Yeah.
Here we go.
You're lucky that was one away from a fumble. Oh no!
Oh, that is still, that's an 80, so that's a fail by 5. That's an 80 over 75. So I think I'm spending too much time.
Yep.
I'm not being particularly sneaky putting these little strings up. I think I was too focused on the secondary task.
This is rough too, because already failure for stealth in this case is bad, and failure for a pushed roll is explicitly worse. Uh-oh.
I think we might have to rescue more than Cousin Larry.
Oh no.
I'm not that's determined yet.
Oh no.
Oh, love that.
Oh no. So on a
Great.
failure, it was going to be an orderly spots you. With a push, I've determined with the elevated levels of suspicion, they've started having orderlies patrolling the grounds in groups. So I rolled that d4. I want everyone to guess what number it rolled. 4. Yeah. I've got such smart players.
What?
Oh, man. I'm going to take this moment to highlight that the orderlies here on my little stat sheet have a custom skill that I think is really cute. They have a 70% chance to succeed at smiling menacingly,
Yeah.
which is so just adorable. Rat Food, you are hunkered down, tying off one of your beautiful threads on a tree, and it kind of slips, and you have to like kind of redouble as it drops to the ground, and you scuffle around in the dirt trying to get it back up as you pull it back up, and are so focused on this task of yours that when you come back up from the dirt and finish tying off, you stand up, and standing kind of all around you, all smiling, are 4 orderlies, all featuring various scars, some on their face, some on their arms or legs. One has just an ear that looks to have been bitten partially off. And they're all standing there, and they're all smiling.
Oh, hey, fellas, how do you do?
You're coming with us, young lady.
No, I'm not. she's gonna try to run.
Let's get into the chase rules.
You'll never take me alive!
If they thought they were fucked before with having my cousin-in-law, they take my weird adopted daughter, I'm killing everyone.
Yeah, we're busting out the Tammy
The
gun.
Tammy is out.
Yeah.
Fuck Salem. Sorry, to our friend Salem.
The basic rule for a chase here is that there is an initial roll called the speed roll made. If it's a chase on foot, this is made using the Constitution stat.
Interesting.
This roll is in reference to your move number. The orderlies have a move number of 8. You, Rat Food, have a move number of 9.
Okay.
If your number is higher than those chasing you, you just escape.
Yes.
If any of them can catch up to your number, then we get into the real chase rules. On a failure, your move rating goes down by 1 for the entirety of the chase. On a success, it's neutral, and on an extreme success, so 1/5 of your con rating, it goes up by 1.
Okay.
So first, let's have you roll. Let's actually have the orderlies roll first and see if
what I
any of
got.
them can get an extreme success.
Okay.
Because if none of them can, you just escape. Unless
Okay.
you roll a failure.
Unless I roll a failure.
So starting with the orderlies.
No.
One of them got a 12. They needed a 13. One orderly has bumped their speed up to a 9. Give me a con roll, Skylar. Let's see if this is a chase or not.
Oh boy.
I've never seen you get excited to beat us, so at first I was like, that's good. Oh wait, no, that's bad.
Before I make any decisions, if my number drops and theirs raises above mine, is that still a chase scene or is that an automatic I'm caught?
If your number drops, it isn't an automatic you're caught, but only one of them was able to bump up their number.
Okay.
So if you failed and yours is about to drop, this is going to go from a chase scene where only one person is able to catch you to a chase scene where 4 people would be able to catch you.
In that case, going to spend 24 of my luck. I got a 59 over 35. So I'm going to spend...
Rat food's con ain't good.
I'm going to spend 20... Yeah, my con was my dump stat.
Yeah, your speed's good, but it's tough for you to push it higher than that. Oh, no.
Yeah,
How much luck do you have
I
left?
Only 21.
Jiminy.
I'm spending a little over half my luck to succeed the con save and only have one of these guys chasing me.
Incredible. It's going to be a proper chase, though, because you're sticking at 9 and one of them bumps up to 9, and now we break to read the rest of the chase rules. So with that, let's get into this chase.
Oh, no.
So, what is Rat Food's dexterity score?
Rat's dex is 85.
85's pretty good. That's a little higher than the orderly, who has a dex skill of 55.
Almost the same.
That's almost the same. They both have 5s in them.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. So, Rat Food, you are up first. The
Yes.
orderly is 2 positions behind you, and because you both have the same movement score, you have the same amount of movement actions, both at 1. You were in a particularly thickly packed part of the wood when
Okay.
they came upon you, probably part of the reason they were able to get so close to you before you saw them. So you were coming up on an obstacle of some very thickly packed trees. Of
Okay.
course, you can try to navigate that obstacle here on your turn and get past it, or you can spend a turn preparing to navigate it, giving yourself a bonus die on the next turn's attempt.
I think Rat Food is just ready for the scramble, is just going to try to get through. Why let him get any closer?
I like it. And your attempt to get through is just like kind of ducking and weaving through.
I think they're just trying to bob and weave, just like with the crowd, like with the trees. Rat Food is good at slinking.
In that case, I'm gonna need a dexterity roll, please.
Okay, lovely. Ooh, okay, baby, that's a hard success. 32 under 85.
32 under 85, easily able to navigate the obstacle and make it past the thickly packed trees while the opposition follows in your wake. You've got a little bit of exposed territory in front of you. Not exposed completely, but of course the trees themselves not quite so thickly packed, and no immediate obstacle on your next turn. Do you want to continue just surging forward?
Yeah, they're not trying to let any opportunity for this guy to get close. Rat Food's acting just super on instinct right now. She's booking it.
100%. You surge forward yet again, bobbing and weaving your way through the trees. Are you mostly keeping to kind of following your trail as you've left it for yourself to ensure you know a safe way back?
Yeah, I think for right now, she's gonna start kind of following this path and see, and kind of look to see like how good this guy is at keeping up on her. And if it seems like he's on her ass, then she might like bounce and bail and try to go into stuff that's like more tricky where she could like more easily get away.
100%.
Yeah.
The orderly follows in your wake and is coming up behind you. You continue to weave your way through, following along with the trail of ribbons as you have established them, and you feel like you've got a pretty good sense of the lay of the land up until you have right in front of you, and you do not remember this being there as you were coming in. The ground, which had been, it's September, it's autumn, there's a lot of fallen leaves. You see that those leaves are starting to sink into this deep mud that extends out in front of you for quite some distance that was not there prior. How do you want to deal with this obstacle?
Rat Food doesn't really want to go like through the mud. I think Rat Food would like to try to like scramble up a tree and see if they can like just go from like branches, like
Branch to
basically
branch.
go up like the high ground.
100%. Let's have a climb check.
Okay.
Tarzan style.
Yeah, kinda.
Hit it up.
Ooh, that's so fucking good. 25 under 70 for another hard success.
Holy moly, easily able to scramble up the branches and kind of swing, like leap from one branch to another. I will say, you're up the branches. This approach, the mud proceeds for far enough that it is going to be a significant amount of traversal you'll need to do atop the branches, which would be considered slower terrain and, you know, an additional point of movement to move through. So you're moving through it now, but you're not taking the detriment of failing the check.
Okay, yeah.
So you're in the process of moving through it now. Our orderly is going to see if they can make their way through those thickly packed trees. Same approach as you had taken. Dexterity to try and weave their way through. That's a 17 under 55. They weave adequately. You see the orderly coming in hot on your heels and no more deterred by the trees than you were. You continue your way across the branches and are able to scale down, and you have made it to the opposite side of the deep mud on your next turn as the orderly approaches. Let me know if at any point you want to do any other interceding actions beyond just
Still
rushing
running.
as fast as you
Yeah.
can.
Who's this orderly? Cat Chow?
You continue on
happening?
as the orderly themselves has now come to this deep mud. They are nowhere near as acrobatic as you. They are going to try and just muscle their way through. They are just tromping and just trying to have that momentum carry them. Strength, baby. Let's see their number. That is a 56 under 80. The orderly, while Ratfood scrambles up and over the branches, avoiding the mud entirely, the orderly is just tromping on through. The mud is, of course, a slowdown, so they'll have the same kind of delay on them that Ratfood had with the branches themselves, but no loss of movement points as they tromp through the mud. And Ratfood, you are nearing now a kind of bramble of thorny bushes that you had originally in your layout had to kind of work your way around when setting the ribbons. Going around it would present a similar slowdown to what you saw going over the branches, and you know the route because you have the ribbons there, but you also know that if you could clear this, you'd gain a lot of direct ground over what the alternative is, which is much slower.
It's tough because I don't know like what I could use to like help me get through it, because like I don't have great con or anything. I don't know like what the role would be. Like, could I sacrifice like hit points, like just take the damage,
Just shred your way through.
Yeah, if it saves me time, I think
Straight
Ratfood's
muscling your
like-
way through would probably be a strength roll, and I would say if you're willing to not have any care taken to keeping yourself safe, if you're willing to take some damage to do so, I could see giving yourself a bonus roll just for the sheer wanton abandon of saying like, fuck it!
Yeah, I think Ratfood's in fuck it mode. I think Ratfood knows well. It's like, it's better to get a couple scratches than to end up in the slammer. You'll never take me alive.
Alrighty, so a bonus die on your strength roll.
Okay. Oh, that's a hard success. 30 under 65.
30 under 65.
If it was the other one, it would have been 37 under 65. So hard success versus normal success.
Okay. You are going to take 5 points of damage.
Fuck! Ow!
From shredding your way through.
Yep.
Actually, wait, kind of think of it. No, it wouldn't have been a moderate. It would have been a minor. So that would have been 3. Sorry, now 3 and not 5. You take 3 points of damage. Quite painful. Alrighty, you have made your way through the thorny bush by pushing through directly. That is still a process of kind of shoving your way through. So again, that kind of takes one turn to get through it type of thing as last time. The orderly finishes their push through the mud. You finish your push through the thorns. Orderly advances to the thorns. You rush straight ahead. Orderly's at the thorns now. They're gonna try and just jump it.
Oh.
They've showcased that strength before. Let's see if it can carry them. That is going to be a 38 over 20. The orderly tries their damnedest to clear their way with a seamless leap over the thorn bush, and their avoidance of damage will be their undoing as their foot snags halfway through the air and they tumble forward face first into the brambles. They are also going to take damage. Sucks. But they're also going to lose movement points, and Ratfood, I'm not even going to bother rolling the resolution there because you've made it back to the road. And at this point, with no more obstacles between you and them and nothing having slowed your movement speed, you're home free.
Eat my scrat!
Alrighty, so what this means is Ratfood, did you just head straight back to the car?
Yeah, I mean, Rat Food would have been...
Because you're a couple hours shy of the intended rendezvous. Or you're like an hour and a half shy of the intended rendezvous when you're getting done with this chase.
Yeah, I think Rat Food would have... Because we established I don't have enough space to get, to do all of the bows back to the car. Mm-hmm. So at some point the bows would run out, but Rat Food would just be running directly back to the car. There's guns in the car.
Yeah, the car is in town.
Yeah. So Rat Food's basically running.
Your ribbons went to the point where you left the road. You're just following the road at this point.
Yeah. It's essentially just following the road.
Hell yeah. And then once you get... Are you just laying low under the car seat type stuff until the heat blows over?
I think has the Tammy... crawls, is on the floor, and is pointing the gun at each of the windows.
Yep.
Ready to blast someone who doesn't look like Boss or Doc.
100%. And you're there. I'm gonna have a sanity roll for just the tension of having to lay low, gun in hand, thinking someone's coming at any given moment for a solid hour.
That's a fail. Yeah, Rat Food chicken. It's 85 over 69.
Take a point of sanity damage.
All right.
Rat Food's no good, very bad day.
And with a failure there, Neo.
Oh.
Doc's rushing up to the car in a hurry. You see a car that looks empty, and you are running up with a very frazzled nurse from the asylum.
I had the same fear.
Neo, could I have you please roll me a luck roll? Because I need to see whether you're the one who is first visible or if the nurse is.
Yeah.
And this is sheer luck because you think this car is empty.
Yeah. I had the thought.
Oh no.
Okay.
Sheer luck.
Oh, that's 39 under 44.
Oh my God.
Success.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. So, Rat Food. You do not shoot the gun through the window at the first person you see, a nurse. You see Doc looking quite frazzled herself, immediately being followed by an also frazzled looking, visibly newly scarred nurse.
They're chasing you. I shoot him. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Is Doc literally leading him by the hand? What's your kind of body language as you're approaching the car?
Yeah. I think I'm arm around the shoulder, let's go.
Yeah, he was injured, so I think that makes sense. And I think that body language
him up.
is what keeps Rat Food from literally just putting one between the eyes on him.
Do I see the barrel of the Tammy poking out from the
Let's have a spot hidden roll. Yeah. And I'm gonna say this is a hard one because you are not focusing on this, so you'll need a hard success on your spot hidden to notice it as you're coming in.
That's pretty good.
I don't want to spend more luck on a hard.
It's fine. I see you. It's not like I'm gonna blast him.
I still succeed with 28 under 45, but my hard success is 22.
Yeah. So you don't notice that there's anyone else in the car.
Right. Where is Rat Food hiding? In the back seat?
So yeah, Rat Food is in the back seat on the floor, back.
Right.
Lying down, gun up.
Yeah.
I think what it is Doc heads over to the car, pops open the back seat, and is about to throw the nurse in there to just get him in there, and they see Rat Food with the Tammy.
And I am gonna need a sanity roll from Doc, as there's a gun pointing in your face the moment you throw the door open in a car you thought was empty.
Yeah.
A car that we're also already afraid of being tampered with.
Okay. That's 18 under 34.
Okay.
This isn't the first time I've seen Rat Food do this, I think. I just, Oh, Jesus Christ, Rat Food, you're gonna give me a heart attack.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Hey, it's okay. It's okay, Rat Food.
They're after us. There were guys chasing me. I didn't even get to the place.
Yeah,
I didn't even get to the joint.
I saw some fucked up shit. I think that everyone's hot on our trail. Move over.
Okay.
And I put in the nurse. He's cool.
Oh, hey. What's up, cool? I'm Rat Food.
Hi, Rat Food.
I slammed the door.
Bam. And you're driving out of town?
Wait, where's Boss?
We're gonna go pick her up. I'm getting in the driver's seat. I'm gonna
Smart.
drive towards where I knew she was.
Cool.
The newspapers.
Yep. You drive by the newspaper office. You pull up outside. One more luck roll from you. I want to see whether or not you're like coming out or on the way. Oh my good lord.
What is that?
That's a crit fail. That's a fumble on a luck roll.
I was actually. That seems right because I feel like I'm in a daze.
You're in the daze.
And I think
so-
I just was. They just missed me. Actually, no. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm deciding that.
No, that's exactly what it is. Like on a low roll, it was just gonna be they had to go in and get you, but on a fumble, they've just missed you. So you show up to the newspaper place, and she's not like waiting outside on the stoop or nothing. You pull up the car. What do you do?
Beep, beep. Stay in the car.
Somebody from the office kind of pokes their head out, and they're like, "Can I help you?"
You see a large woman walk in here?
She just left. Why?
Get back in the car.
Turn it around, heading back to the rendezvous point.
Yeah, just driving around looking for her.
Alrighty. Large Marge, a little shaken from the strange incident on the phone. You're, like power walking, leisurely stroll, running? How are you kind of locomoting to the rendezvous point, not knowing that any of this stuff has been happening?
I think it's a rush.
You're power walking, you're moving and grooving.
I'm like, I gotta get to Salem. I gotta go to Salem.
Could I please have a dodge roll?
Yeah. That is a extreme success with a 3.
Wow. You're gonna have a heart attack.
I saw the 0-0 come up on the tens play side, and I was like, that's good, unless.
God giveth and God taketh away.
You are power walking forward, and you hear this slam into the ground right behind you as this big, beefy stack of bounded together newspapers falls from like a 3rd-story window of a building you're walking by, and by inches, just missed you, but would have like landed right on your head. And this thing is this is big. This is several dozens of pounds of paper.
Oh my.
It's like a pallet.
Yep, like it's like a whole pallet of newspapers,
Yeah.
just like kaboom, slams in, and then someone like looks out the window under and goes, oh my god, ma'am, are you okay?
Are you fucking with me?
No, are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm so sorry. There was an
did you-
accident.
What accident? What happened?
It was stacked on the table, ma'am. I'm so sorry about that.
It's okay. It's okay. It's all good.
I'm coming down.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
He ducks back in the window.
What the fuck?
Are you sticking around to wait for him to come down, or are you
No,
moving
I'm
on?
going to the rendezvous place. I need to get I need guns. I need my gun.
Annie, get your gun.
And at this point, at the rendezvous point, finally reconvened.
I just opened the passenger seat door. Get in the car!
We're going to Salem.
Okay!
It's been a fucked up day, babe.
Ka-chunk.
Ka-chunk, and our heroes drive out to Salem. As you lot are driving your way out of town, I am gonna need everybody in the car to give me a con roll, please.
Ooh, that is 35 over 55. So that's just regular success. And from those noises, it sounds like everyone had a success too.
Mine is 40 over 35. Rat food is asleep, cuddled next to the nurse.
Mine's 80 over 65, so not doing great.
Ratfood and Doc, each of you lose 5 points of con.
Whoa.
Whoa.
As you are driving your way out of town, you both feel this sudden bout of like weakness and chills run up your spine. Almost like kind of a sudden onset of like influenza.
Oh,
You feel
my God.
deeply sick.
is that
very
repairable?
suddenly.
Who knows?
That
Who knows?
fixable? Oh god, I would have spent luck points. I didn't know it was gonna be that severe. I was like, oh, it's probably I'm just so sleepy.
Ain't that just how it be?
I think Doc like pulls over and,
babe.
and is,
Babe?
I don't feel good. I shouldn't be driving.
Okay,
I can't drive like
all
this.
right,
Get in the car.
I've taken my deep breaths. I mean, I'm the fucking boss. I'm gonna pull it fucking together.
Yeah.
Not gonna let a phone call and some newspaper get me.
Newspaper?
Craziest thing.
Can I like rustle through my medicine bag to find like some I don't know, some Dramamine or something, you know, or something, some.
Sure. Give me a medicine check to see if you have in your bag the right tool for the job here.
Great. That's 63 under 81.
Yep. Little Dramamine, little something to take the edge off and help put some color back in those cheeks.
I mean, it was the 1920s, so this is when they were putting like cocaine.
Just a bunch of heroin and
yeah, in the medicine.
I think I need a cigarette.
Yeah. I have a prescription pack of cigarettes.
Yeah, you and Rat Food both have a prescription cigarette along with your Dramamine, and make sure. And it doesn't bring your con back, but it does help to kind of set the nerves at ease. You don't feel good for basically the whole drive.
Yeah.
And on that drive, I'm assuming you all share the information of everything that happened to each of you.
Yeah.
Absolutely. How's the nurse doing?
The nurse is doing okay. He doesn't seem to have been afflicted by whatever it was that overcame you and Rat Food.
Yeah. Can I tend to his wound?
Give me a medicine check as well for first aid.
Could have been. Well, all right. I'll do that.
It's a different thing here.
I actually have a specific first aid skill.
So first aid then.
Yeah, it's 32 under 80.
Oh.
Very nice. Roll me a D3.
Oh yeah, actually that's a hard success.
Hard success. Very nice.
D3.
2 hit points back to the otherwise quite injured.
Could I extend that to Rat Food as well? I'm noticing some Rat Food looking a little beat up.
It need to be a second roll for Rat Food.
All right.
So another first aid roll for Rat Food.
That's 50 under 80.
First aid and medicine are different things, I'm realizing. So there's the first aid roll, which restores 1 point, and then the medicine roll restores 1d3.
Okay, I have 81 medicine and 80 first aid.
So total of 3 healing back to the nurse, and that's the nurse done. Let's start on Rat Food.
Okay.
So start with the first aid and then the medicine.
6 under 80.
1 hit point back to Rat Food.
Okay.
And then next one, that's a 64 under 80.
Nice.
Very nice. The medicine as well. Now roll that 1d3 and see how much Rat Food gets back from this.
3!
Rat Food, you're back to full health.
Yay.
Very nice.
Here, take another cigarette.
Whatever you say, Doc.
Doctor's orders.
Doctor's orders. Alrighty, so while you're treating Rat Food in the back seat, Marge, you're the one driving the car. You have the party head on out to Salem.
So from the story, Large Marge would know that the nurse wanted to get out of town, it seemed like, before talking. Are we out of town?
We can rejoin. We can zoom back in at a point where we're out of town, yeah.
Okay. All right, so you can understand, given everything that we've been through today, how I might want to ask you some questions while you can scramble away. So, after my wife has lovingly saved your life and healed your wounds, after you have been complicit in some of the pain that our family has gone through, I think it would just be kind for you to maybe elucidate us on a few things that are happening.
That makes sense to me.
I'm glad you're seeing sense. Not many people at your establishment are.
Let's have an intimidate roll and see how well we're getting through here.
That is 76 under 85.
Alrighty. The nurse nods.
What's your name?
Jerry,
All right, Jerry.
I need to be out of town at this point, and we are. And they're gonna know that it's me out with you, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to go back.
Hey, you're family now.
Okay. I was supposed to keep eyes on you. They wanted me to fix it so you wouldn't come around the hospital no more if I were to get spotted and get involved. There's something bad living at that hospital. It's always been there. It's in the walls, it's in the halls, it's in the gardens. You all are looking for Larry, right? Lawrence Crosswell?
Yeah.
The bad news I've got for you is that he's not got much time.
What do you mean?
Why him?
He's new. He's other than that, I don't really know. How we pick is not really up to me. It's above my pay grade.
Pick
what?
For what?
The thing there, it doesn't talk to me. I don't know what
Whoa, hey.
and he starts kind of like slumping to the side.
Hey, he's okay. Hey, Jerry.
He's like shaking kind of heavily.
All right, let's take a break.
That shaking is continuing. He's like slumping up against the side of the window.
I'm checking him for
His pupils are like really dilating, and like a little bit of foam's like coming out the side of the mouth.
He's having a seizure.
Jerry, is it because they destroyed the disc?
He's not verbally responsive at this point. He is having a seizure.
Fuck.
Stop the car.
All right, pull over.
So you pull over the car. What's the approach here for the seizure?
I'm a frickin' doctor.
You're a goddamn doctor. Give me a medicine roll. You're getting into your medicine bag, and let's see what we can do to help him.
That's an 81 at 81 for medicine.
Holy cow, on the dot. You have a medicine of 81, not 80.
Yep.
That's great.
That's
Because
awesome.
you get a
God.
point. You get an 0.1% medicine.
And you put 80 points into it. That's incredible.
Great.
Holy cow.
Wow. Well, that would make sense. This is clearly not. This is clearly some fucking supernatural shit. Here, have some blow.
Perfect, Bob. You're so smart.
Thanks.
Shouldn't we be giving some to this guy too?
No, you don't need it.
Oh, we're 5 years away from defibrillators. No! Oh no, we're 5 years short. Okay,
Wait. I'm looking up.
because it's not just a seizure.
Oh, no.
The seizure is the thing you see first. Doc leaps into action, knowing the number one treatment for a seizure. You just got to make sure they can ride it out. As you get him laid down, you ensure he doesn't hit his head. You make sure he's got even airflow. He's not going to choke. You take the pulse. That heart rate's going nothing but up. He's going into cardiac arrhythmia. But that medicine roll was just a success. You identify the cardiac arrhythmia. You see his heart rate going up and up and up. And you know, quinidine. We're 5 years before the invention of defibrillators, so unfortunately we're not able to zap him.
Damn.
But you do have quinidine in your bag.
All right, I administer it to him. Live, damn you!
You administer the quinidine. It's a scary 20 minutes of administration, check the heartbeat, small additional dose, check the heartbeat. It's a, you haven't had a chance to take this guy's weight. You haven't had a chance to do all of the math. If you overdose, he'll just die.
Right.
So you have to be careful with it, but you have to give a decent amount up front so the arrhythmia doesn't just kill him. But you are able to kind of ride it down to the point where he comes out the other end unconscious, but alive.
We're driving right to the hospital. Change of plans. No more church. Right to the hospital.
It's fine. It's
The
where the records
Salem
are.
hospital, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, it's where the records are.
Perfect. In Salem.
Okay. You all head to the Salem hospital. It's later on in the day. You're arriving around 5 p.m. by the time you get there. A quick rush into the hospital. What's the story to the medical staff?
I think we can just be honest
Yeah.
with that. We can also just say that
I don't think this needs lies
you're a
necessarily.
doctor.
Yeah. I'm a doctor.
But you were a
You're-
doctor who only had your field kit.
Right, yeah.
Yeah,
like,
and also he's a nurse, and we were heading to the hospital anyway because we wanted to check on some records.
we're not going to mention that this nurse is from
No.
Danvers, and we're not going to mention
Yeah,
they're
they work for you as far
They
as
work
anyone's
for me.
They are he is wearing an outfit with the Danvers State Hospital insignia on it.
So I think the lie we should go with, which is not a total lie, is that he was coming with you because you are doing research for Danvers and you want to look into the records from when Danvers was at its peak, which was with Dr. Shine,
Right.
who gave all the records to the hospital.
Great.
And I think as you're rushing in, I'm explaining that to all of them.
Cool.
Perfect.
Let's have a fast talk roll then from you, from Lodge Marge.
Marge. Oh, and that's great. That is a extreme success of 16 under 85.
Nice.
On an extreme success, they are not the
ball is-
adrenaline, the emergency treatment of this man who has recently gone through an arrhythmia. That kind of momentum carries through in such a way where they do not wind up even asking for credentials or further proof beyond the presence of an unconscious nurse from Danvers to substantiate your story. They take the cohesion at face value. Obviously there's a harried and hurried situation as they get him into the room. They admit him into their care. Becomes clear they're gonna hold him overnight at the very least. He's he's in the immediate aftershocks of that. He might not be able to talk much in the time span we're operating in here, but he's safe.
Okay.
Yes, and I will let them know that just charge it to my account, however that worked in 1920s.
They'll take it on. They know that you're the person to hit up when the money comes due.
Yeah.
The time then comes for investigation of the records, to which you, the Doc, would be admitted. And at extreme success, I think you can all come in.
Wow, that story was easy to sell.
Yeah.
I know I got extreme success, but I was like, well, it actually is all lining up.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of worked. Like, we were already on their way to the hospital, and then wouldn't you know it, we had this fellow what had a heart attack on the way here.
It all just kind of checked out.
We didn't even need to make a pit stop.
Yeah.
Highs and lows, baby.
Hey,
but before
the luck.
we leave the room, I'm just gonna pray over his body. Just like, Lord, protect him and cast ye evil spirits out. And take a little diner packet of salt I have in my pocket and just over the shoulders.
I love it. Beautiful. Any of the rest of you doing anything here in the room as you kind of say your goodbyes to the comatose nurse?
Nah, I didn't know the guy.
I think I'm doing a quick just look around. Maybe a little spot hidden.
Little spot hidden.
Sure.
See if there's anything surreptitious about how well the story went over. Yeah.
Yes, and just learning that people are following us.
Any cool stuff on him?
See if anyone followed you out of town.
Rat food got chased. It's just, it's all a little much.
Yeah, any recognizable faces in the room that got here ahead of you?
It's a failure. It's an 87 over 60.
You certainly don't recognize any faces in here.
Okay.
No one's behavior seems out of sorts.
Alright.
They accept him in. They're obviously focused on him. Once they're in, they give you the whole kind of we'll take care of this from here spiel. From there, explanations are given on the original intent of journeying to the hospital. They say, hey, please, make use of the facilities. There's a nice little diner around the corner if you all need to grab some food. When you need to, just speak to our archivist downstairs and they'll be able to let you in. And if you need any assistance pulling up records, let her know. She'll be able to help you out.
Okay.
Quick stop at the diner or heading straight to the archives?
I don't feel hungry. And I have
Yeah.
2 stops, the archives and then the church.
Yup. Into the
Can we hit up
archives.
a drive-through?
Rat food.
Okay.
Eat your pocket food. I know you have it.
Fine.
I pull out packets of ketchup from my pocket.
I don't think they had those in the... It's a glass bottle.
I pull out a glass bottle of ketchup from one of my pockets.
She loves it.
A little time later, and a little work with the archivist eventually unearths the journal of Dr. Shine, alongside some others of his personal effects. A read-through of the journal leads to a few notable entries at certain key points during his tenure. Ooh, come to think of it, there are 4 of these and 4 of us. Let's each read one of them, so I'm not just reading 4 things in a row.
Nice.
Do you want me to read the first one or the last one?
Let me read the first one.
I'll read the first one. June 2nd, 1890. The troubles afflicting the asylum run deep, and are of a kind my esteemed colleagues would never accept as part of a rational, orderly universe. Indeed, if I were to communicate my convictions to my peers, I would find myself consigned to these very walls as patient, not administrator. However, I have seen these problems before in my travels. I must act swiftly.
The thing, aware of my suspicions, has moved against me already, but I have spoken the words of protection that I learned so long ago in that queer ancient city, and so far, I have been safe. I must find Hawthorne's disc, and soon, so as to lay down that thing which torments all here, twisting already damaged and vulnerable minds. Hawthorne had the disc removed, thinking it a pagan symbol of heathen spirit worship, a terrible mistake by a zealous preacher. Heaven grant that I find the disc, and if found, that it will restrain the thing which moves against us here on Hawthorne Hill.
November 12th, 1890. I have found Hawthorne's disc. It is, as I suspected, an ancient sign from elder times, a ward against that which lairs in the very earth and air of the hill. Mercifully, the disc has weathered the years and neglect remarkably well. The sigil etched upon its surface is as clear as the day it was placed there, but by whose hands? Best not to dwell on such Aeolian mysteries. My task now is to install it once more upon the hill, restraining that which, like others of its kin, is inimical to we who have inherited its world.
December 3rd, 1890. It is done. The sigil has been placed upon the earth, forcing down that which lairs upon the hill into an uneasy torpor. The taxpayers question the expense of having such a useless decorative piece installed at the asylum, but they pose no serious threat to its removal and are mercifully unaware of its true purpose. But to those who know, the sign shall serve as a ward for now and the future. Already I see signs of recovery in the patients and staff, as if they are surfacing from a long, waking nightmare.
May 7th, 1915. I have met with my successor, Dr. James Berger. Seems a cheerful and capable young fellow. Noting his active character, I have admonished the young doctor to never remove the disc that lies at the edge of the reservoir upon the hill. Will he heed my words? It was impossible to impart to him my true reason for planting the disc all those long years ago. I had to fabricate reasons of sentimentality to impress upon him the importance of leaving the disc unmolested. I pray that he will remember his promise to leave the disc undisturbed.
Further research and a reading of the final several entries shows Dr. Shine passed peacefully in his sleep, an old man, the following year.
But wait. Go back. What's that about? Like safety words or a passage phrase? Where is it? It's got to be written in here somewhere, right?
Yeah, fuck.
Searching through earlier notes in the journal, there are several pages on the earlier side of things from a period of his time traveling throughout the world. He journeyed through Africa, through Asia, traveled through Europe, as a man who'd been on every continent save Antarctica by the end of his life. Quite a well-traveled gentleman, especially for the late 1800s into the early 1900s.
Yeah, it was all by boat.
Yeah.
Damn.
Whoa.
While the majority of his writings are inconsequential accounts of his personal life, he did a variety of studies. While medicine was his primary interest, he took on a variety of studies of the sociological in nature. He seemed a little apart from the crowd in his time in not being, as racist in his writings of the various peoples he came across. There's definitely some word choice in there that if you three weren't a group of Italian women, you'd be like, I don't know about that. But for the time, you're like, damn, this dude's so progressive. This guy's incredible. He listens to them and doesn't call them all savages in every single passage. Dr. Shine is native to Salem. He was born in Salem, traveled the world during his kind of the middle of his life, and then settled in at Danvers Asylum in 1890 as kind of the last great project he undertook. He was a lifelong bachelor, seemed to really care for the people he worked with. His notes include several passages around elements he had learned from other native peoples of the world, different indigenous folks he had interacted with during his times in Africa, Asia, and South America. Of note in this section, there are several passages not written in the Latin alphabet, and as such, not easily readable in like a phonetic sense to any of you. Do any of you have any language proficiencies outside of English?
No.
Nah.
No.
Unfortunately, untranslatable to lay people. There are also several different signs written throughout. What's everyone's ratings in Cthulhu mythos?
0.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing.
I turn to the archivist and I'm like, does this mean anything to you?
Let's see if the archivist has any points in Cthulhu mythos. I'm going to be super generous and give them a score of 1.
I have a, I know Italian. It's not Italian.
It is not, in fact, Italian.
Damn.
It's a 58, so no.
Oh, close.
It's like 1 almost. It's made of numbers.
I would say if she uses like 2 luck points, we're like
uses
kind
a
of
few
there.
luck points. She peruses over them and she's like, huh. Shine was a bit of an eccentric fella. I'm not really sure what any of this is, though.
Do you know what language this might be?
No.
Yeah, see the.
Wait a minute. They said it was a disc.
Uh-huh.
It was a stone disc.
Yeah.
Didn't that news article you read mention that they broke up the disc? They broke the granite.
Yeah. This is why it's for the fucking amphitheater, so they can do fucking Oklahoma or some shit.
Oklahoma is not a production yet. We gotta find a period appropriate production for that joke. That joke's too good.
Are you sure Oklahoma?
I think Oklahoma.
What? So they can have Arctic monkeys
line?
come and perform?
What is this?
Oklahoma's.
Dead Rocks?
You're pretty close. It's 1931.
Damn it.
Could we take this like to a library and maybe like there's like a book on languages we can like figure out what is supposed to be?
I didn't have any kids. He doesn't have anyone. Oh god.
That's like the only thing I can think of because I don't know about you all, but there's some freak shit happening in there. And if this guy says that he can, say some hocus pocus and then he's fine, I kind of want to learn what the hocus pocus is.
We need to go to the church.
Yes, and sorry to bother you again. I know he didn't have any kids, but did he have any close friends? That maybe he was
maybe a lifelong roommate.
Yeah.
Was he gay?
You can't ask that. It's the 1920s.
Was he a homosexual?
Yeah.
The archivist kind of thinks for a bit, scratches her head. This would be referencing someone who's been dead a decade now, so that's a little bit of a stretch for her to know off the dome.
Protege.
Give her a little, just a luck roll on this. Pretty good. She says, he was very respected in the field. Certainly a lot of doctors here at the hospital, some of our older staff still working here today knew him. I met him maybe twice total, so I don't really know the man. But some asking around the hospital, I'm sure you could find some folks who knew him. As far as I'm aware, though, he lived alone, so I don't know about roommates or nothing.
Anyone that trained under him, like a protege?
He taught several classes during his total life, but none who work at this hospital, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
And he was focused.
Probably Berger.
Yeah, he was probably pretty focused at his time at the Danvers asylum out of town.
Oh, you mentioned that he was, he retired in Salem and he passed away. Where is his home, and who did that fall to?
He didn't have any immediate family in town. I believe it would have gone to the nearest living relative, which might have been a little far off the chain if I'm being entirely honest, so I'm not sure about who currently owns it.
Can you, would you be so gracious as to let us know where his estate was, where he retired?
Oh, sure. She gives you the address.
Excellent. Thank you very much. And the church? The nearest Catholic church, if you would.
Oh, yeah, Mary, Queen of the Apostles Parish is down kind of the opposite direction.
Oh, thank God.
The estate first or the church first?
I don't mean to, I know that use twos is big on the big man in the sky. I was never taught that growing up how I grew up.
That's okay. The Lord gives grace even if you don't learn about Jesus.
It just seems
it's
that
okay.
when this guy was writing, he was maybe trying to avoid the church because they would have called it he was doing some voodoo whack shit. So I don't know how much
That's
help we're
why
gonna
we
get.
need to go to the church. There is clearly some satanic activity at play here, and if we're going to be dealing with demons and devils, I'm sorry, as a doctor, that's out of my field, okay? That goes to the Lord.
I also just
Okay.
I needed to assign in the class with some holy water.
Okay, hey, I respect
We're
it.
getting holy water.
All
Listen,
right.
if we're gonna be fighting ancient mystical demons from other parts of the world, I would like to be equipped with, the powers of my ancient and mystical being, okay?
Okay,
Yeah,
understood. Understood.
Makes sense. A quick journey to Mary, Queen of the Apostles Parish sees you both in. It's later on in the day right now, so there is no active service currently progressing, but there are members of the parish still present.
Can we find the father?
You see an older Massachusetts man. Let's get a name. One moment. Father Matthew is currently finishing off just some tidying up around the parish.
Father, excuse me. Sorry, sir. A moment of your time.
Of course.
I don't know if you have felt this chill in the air over the hill from Danvers, but there is darkness. There are demons and devils that walk that land. The Lord has left his light. We need you to grant us protection.
You travel to Danvers or from it?
We had to flee. We were being pursued by great evil. There was a great absence of God. We need your protection. Now, I am a woman of science, but I know who my maker is.
As do I. The father takes some time with you, instructs you, and kind of guides you through a series of prayers. You said you were inquiring after some holy water?
Yeah.
Nods his head solemnly. Takes what you're saying seriously. Takes some time in the back and emerges with a small little glass vial with a little stopper in it that one might use for holding chemical reagents, and says, I apologize, I've not much on hand, and I hope this shall do. An anointing on the brow if you travel into an area where you feel you need his protection most of all. And he hands it to you.
Thank you, Father.
Do you have anything for warding against roughly 24 ripped, potentially armed individuals as well?
That's a question for Smith and Wesson more than for Jehovah.
Understood.
That was a joke. I do not condone violence.
Oh, okay.
Food, go just sit and do a Hail Mary.
Sure.
Just look at the pictures on the walls, okay? The stained glass is supposed to
Whoa!
tell.
Who's this guy?
We're teaching them. We're trying to teach her.
It can be tough with the young.
Yeah. That woman is our same age.
Now, as the Catholic or ex-Catholic in the room, or Catholic school attendee in the room.
Yes, thank you.
Are we missing anything? Is there any other Catholic thing? Can we receive a talisman from one of the angels of protection? Archangel, I think, was it Michael who is the warrior, or is it Raphael?
It's Michael, because I think Michael fought Lucifer.
Yes, it's Archangel Michael is the warrior.
Michelangelo uses nunchucks.
True.
So we have the blessing. You have the blessing. You can pray to a saint. I don't really think there is a bit thing of a talisman. I mean, we could bring our rosary. I think the holy water, vial of holy water and a rosary. Prayers and good vibes,
10
This is
Hail
ridiculous.
Marys.
If I go to a Shinto shrine, I can buy an arrow that protects me from demons. So, y'all are really...
I mean, but have you seen the stained glass? Pretty cool.
Pretty cool, right?
I
Pretty
was
cool, right?
expecting a little more.
Have you ever seen that huge ornamental gold sunburst?
Behind the angel head? Yeah.
No, even more. A little stand. You put a little wafer in there. You pray to that for 15 to 30 minutes instead of learning Spanish. Pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
What a rip. I wish I where's my demon rewarding arrow?
Where's my Shinto shrine in Massachusetts?
My Shinto Catholics.
Probably in the dead guy's basement.
Let's check that out next. Maybe he's got some creepy little shrunken head.
Yeah.
The Lord be with you. You make your way to the estate, the former estate of Dr. Shine. Quick little knock at the door. It's later in the evening at this point. And kind of a older woman in her late 60s opens the door. Hello?
Oh, hello. I'm so sorry to bother you. I am Marge Capote. We're actually from Danvers Hospital, and we went to Salem Hospital to get some records of the last owner of this house, but it seems like some are missing. And we appointed that there might be the slimmest of chance that there's something left here, maybe the basement or anything. Have you seen anything?
The former owner of the house?
Dr. Shine died about 10 years ago.
I'd be the owner before the former owner of this house. I purchased this house from the man who inherited it from Dr. Shine.
Oh, and who was that man?
I think like a second cousin or something.
He's still in town?
No.
All right.
I don't think he ever lived in town. He inherited it and he
Oh.
didn't live here. He put it up for sale.
And there was nothing left here? No files, journals?
There was, but
Oh.
I didn't have a great deal of use for them.
Totally understand.
Did you throw them out?
Everything that was, throw-outable, yes.
Is there anything left? Any weird shed, creepy basement with a lock you never got open?
There was one component. The basement, he had this kind of like little plinth installed, and it seems to be in there on like the masonry level. It was going to be really expensive to get it replaced or sanded away. I just put a rug over it.
I know this is odd and an intrusion. Do you mind if we look at it? It's really important for our studies. It might be the missing piece that we're looking for.
Let's have is persuade a skill other than fast talk, or is it just...
There is a skill.
Let's have a persuade skill.
Okay. Not as good, but I might just push and lie. Need be. Yeah, it's a failure. 87 over 20. Could I maybe
Push
could I
it.
push and try to use fast talk to lie?
I mean, push skills, you stick to the same skill, and you got to tell me how you'd be pushing it.
Push is that I'm like, I'm a woman of business and some wealth. I could see into getting that fixed for you.
Getting that removed for you.
Yeah.
Do that, okay.
Nah, 74.
The woman kind of furrows her brow and she says, I'm very sorry. I'm not going to let 3 strangers into my basement.
Yeah,
That's fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
If you have any questions, I could answer a few, but I really don't know anything about Dr. Shine.
Is there any words in it? Any like weird words?
Just kind of an inscription, just like a strange set of shapes.
Could you maybe write that down on a piece of paper and give it to us?
I think
Here's $5.
Let's have a credit rating roll from Rat Food and see if because if it's just on an ask, she's gonna be like no. But let's have a credit rating roll from Rat Food who's willing to just grease the wheels and say I will pay you right now to draw that on a piece of paper.
What's your credit rating?
5.
Here's $5.
That is surprisingly close.
Is that within the range that luck could do it?
Luck could do it.
Oh my god.
Luck could do it. Fuck it. You know what? I just to spend it, just to get a little freaky with it.
$81.
My god.
That's gonna be. I'd have to spend 8. I'll spend 8 to get it to 5.
Okay.
And then it also means I succeed a credit rating score as well.
Nice. She kind of furrows her brow and she says, she takes the $5 and she says, okay, I'll draw you this, but I'm really gonna have to ask you to leave me alone after this.
No, ma'am.
Yeah.
With $5, one of us will go down there and see it ourselves. And then we'll leave quickly and quietly. we don't have a lot of time.
Are you trying to threaten this woman?
No, I don't want to push her.
Sorry, she's on edge. I'm so sorry. We just watched one of our proteges had a seizure. She's on edge. I apologize.
The woman kind of looks disgruntled and heads inside, closes the door.
Lord be with you. I think Doc's gonna go back to the
I know. You had a tough day, baby.
And comes back up a few minutes later with a kind of simple drawing of
$5, and she won't even let us go see her. She's an old woman.
That was the only money I had.
We could just kill her. Who cares?
That's your allowance for the month.
I know.
It's $81 in 2024.
It was $81 in 2024.
She
buddy.
comes back up with a drawing on a piece of paper that looks kind of like a squished oblong star.
Oh, great.
You know, a classic, 5-point star of 5 lines intersecting, but all of the lines are curved in a way such that every end of the star has its own angle. And in the center, kind of an oblique oval with a teardrop, that oval and teardrop overlapping in such a way that it looks kind of like an eye, like a pupil in an eye. So one could call it a shape that's just a star with an eye inside of it, but the curvature of it and all is kind of specific and particular.
Oh, looks a little familiar.
Oh yeah? Looks a little familiar?
Looked a little familiar to some...
Wouldn't happen to be the sign that's in the top left corner of your character sheet?
A little funky. All right. I'm like, thank you so much. Have a great day. You'll never see us again. And I get everyone in the car, and I'm like, so I don't know how to say this, but maybe we could draw it in blood on the amphitheater.
Or holy water.
Or both. Try both. We'll try both.
You know what? We're running. Yeah, exactly.
All right.
We'll do it in salt. We'll do it in blood. We'll do it in water. We gotta get satanic with this shit, because this is not science anymore. This is something else.
I could give you both stick and poke tattoos.
Nope. Yeah, I tried to do that once.
I know, and you wouldn't let me.
Honestly, if I have to carve it into my own skin, I would not care.
Hey, guys, I know you, maybe it's because I'm not religious. Don't get me wrong. There was some really freaky stuff happening, but aren't we the mob?
Yeah.
Like, we have guns.
Yeah.
And, we face down, cops. These were some, sure, there were some, ripped dudes, but,
they don't have...
When did we let,
we didn't see any firepower.
We got this.
That's right. Now, why do they have silver bullets around here?
All right.
Yeah.
All right, Phil, you're right.
You're right.
We are the fucking mob.
We are the mob.
Maybe we pull some connections. We suit up, and we go in there.
Don't worry, I'll call the Danvers police. They're busy tonight.
With crosses over bodies, elder signs on stone, and bullets in the chamber, we're gonna see exactly how our intrepid heroines fare on our upcoming final episode of Tiny Table Plays, Call of Cthulhu. Dun-dun-dun.
Lord have mercy on your soul.
Hell yeah.
Hi, and thank you for listening to our podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, then we'd really appreciate if you left us a review. If you really like what we do here and want to support us further, you can join us at patreon.com/tinytablepodcast. Our business email is also open for inquiries at tinytablebusiness@gmail.com, and all of our socials can be found in the episode description for any shenanigans you might want to follow. Till next time, see ya! Hi, and welcome to the Shout Out Corner. To Drake and Nancy, the future owners of Dr. Shine's old house who will be looking into removing that weird mark in the basement. E.g., the doctor for the Salem hospital who took a night off and was very disappointed to miss all the action. Jay, a fellow driver on the road to Salem who was very confused by what was happening. Jordan,
a bystander who heard Ratfood's pep talk and felt very inspired as well. Sparky, one of the guards who sadly can't smile menacingly, but can instead frown comfortingly, oddly enough. Stefan, the co-worker of the guy who dropped the newspapers and has had to hear all about it for days. Tammy, one of the nurses who brought our buddy back to life. Thanks for your service. Thy Dungeon Gal, an expert on Cthulhu mythos who got hired at the hospital the day after the Broad Barrage left. What rotten timing.
Do you want to say like a little thank you and goodbye?
Do we usually do?
I don't know, I try to.
Thanks for listening.